Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for the final episode of Oxygen Not Included, at least in this series. The next time we're gonna see us in this game, it's gonna be with the new DLC. However, some of you asked for the save game and of course I want to provide that to you. Before we do that though, we are going to fix a couple of things. I want to move the most essential machines that aren't gonna survive over time. We can leave this in here, since this is more or less a contained system. However, we will have to move the kitchen still and some of the other machines that are otherwise going to overheat. Now, I also thought about moving this farm or my hatch farms, but I think what we can do is just contain these systems, make them accessible via transit tubes and just forget about them. Another thing we might have to move are these power transformers. Looks as though this power transformer here we can get rid of, since it's providing power to only the things we want to move. However, the power transformer here might be a little bit of a problem. Not really, we just want to move it inside of the contraption. Last but not least, we have this middle power transformer that is providing power to these machines, so that could still be a problem. I think I'm gonna move 2 of my power transformers inside of this building and we should be all good. So let's go ahead and actually make that change right away. 2 of you are gonna go in here, and now I just have to make sure we are also getting some of these wires. So that should probably move into here, and then we want to go ahead and exchange this door and probably this tile. Actually, I just want a transit tube access here. So if we check this out, we should be able to just paste it in here once we have this door removed. And then the remaining gases can just stay in here. All I have to make sure is that we maybe pay more attention to these wheeze wards to keep everything cool. The way I would like to accomplish this is by simply adding a room right here, also accessible via transit tubes. So I'm probably gonna move, let's maybe move in here. I'm gonna have to remove this thing and also the ladder. And all we want to do is provide a way in order to get into here using the transit tubes as well. And then probably at this point we're gonna grab the materials. I'm all confused with the shortcut since I'm playing Shapes.io. So this would have to be a transit tube crossing. Let's maybe remove some of these guys just so that we can access everything. And then in terms of power, we're gonna need a wire leading into here. Should be no problem at all. To begin this and make this possible, I probably simply want to pump out all the gases from here. So that's just gonna go into a gas vent. Alright minions, do your thing, please take apart everything. Actually, we can already set up the transit tube access right here. And then I probably just wanna... do we want to deconstruct this? Well, first things first, we are going to need to connect the power, and in order to still be able to provide power for the time being, I guess we could set up a conductive bridge here and take apart the wire. Yeah, that should totally work out. We're also gonna provide power to these things, that should be fine, and then all I want is replace this with conductive wire. Looks like the transit tube is already in place, which means we can replace this with a solid wall. Please build that quickly. I'm an idiot and built the pump a little bit too close for comfort. Let's bring it over here. This is then actually going to allow me to add a transit tube as well. Access goes right there, and I believe the power is already hooked up to the right side. Wonderful. Oh, something is wrong with my power system right now. I see, of course. That could be a little bit of an issue. There we go. That should have fixed it. Yes. Right, now we should be able to take the output of my first guy, and we are simply going to replace all of these wires here, providing power to everything, and we can keep the system in place. I'm going to remove the other power wires that we don't need anymore, and we're also going to decommission this transformer. The other power wire can simply go upstairs, join with this one, and then once we have this built, we can also decommission the other power transformer. As a matter of fact, I'm actually gonna decommission it right away since it's failing anyways at some point. I think at this point, yeah, we already have a broken cable. And there we go. Transit tube is hooked up. That is fine. We are just waiting for some pipes to be built and this room to be closed off. After that, we should be able to connect the room to the upstairs and actually fill it up with a mix of carbon dioxide and probably normal oxygen for the time being. What do I have to do for you guys to take care of these? That is just absolutely insane. Let's see. The farmer, come on, you can take care of this. I'm gonna leave this system here in place since it's not really reliant on having an atmosphere, I don't think so. However, we definitely want to move our egg cracker and cooking station, so that is gonna go all the way here to the top. We can probably set that up right here in the corner. Cooking station, we're also gonna do a new one. Let's see, where is that? Oh, of course, it's called an electric grill. That's no problem, we can set that up as well. We haven't made use of the gas range, which is definitely something I would like to change in the next playthrough. We do not need our research stations anymore. We have researched basically everything, so we are not going to need that. However, I would like to bring up my kilns, as well as the rock crusher and the exosuit forge. So let's try to accomplish that. 2 kilns. We are also going to go into refinement, that was. Oh, we're already in there. Never mind. Let's go ahead and build a rock crusher. And, ooh, we don't have enough space, right? We still need the exosuit forge. What if we simply build the exosuit forge right here and then maybe also made an airflow tile? So more cooled down atmosphere is going to drop down, and it's also going to take care of the power transformer we have at the bottom. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. We might even have the space for a ladder here. Let's go ahead and set this up. So there's gonna be a ladder right next to my transit tube axis, and we're gonna replace those with airflow tiles as soon as we have linked everything. We can decommission this power transformer, and the last one, if I'm not mistaken, we didn't use anyways, right? Well, as soon as we move the kitchen anyways. We're also gonna need a storage bin. I'm keeping eggs in there, and in the second storage bin, what are we doing? Seeds. Okay, eggs and seeds. We're gonna keep those bastards right here in the corner. And now that everything is closed off, we can go ahead, deconstruct this, and replace some stuff with airflow tiles. So all of that is gonna be replaced. We now got the exosuit forge in there. Let's go ahead and place the rock crusher here as well. No, that is actually too high. That's unfortunate. Well, it goes on the top, that's fine. But we first have to let the pump do its thing. Okay, there we go. So we want to keep seeds in here, and we want to keep all the eggs, where are they? Critter eggs right there. This also means we can get rid of everything we find right there. Wonderful. We're not gonna need the microbe musher any longer, and we probably are also gonna decommission the ration boxes. Like at the moment I'm keeping some cooking ingredients in there. What am I keeping in here? Meat, mushrooms, and pacu fillet. So essentially that means that's the stuff for cooking, which I would like to have next to my cooking station. So we're probably gonna have a fridge right there, and then we're gonna have a couple of ration boxes here at the bottom. The last thing we're gonna need is an auto sweeper near the cooking station. I'm gonna have that probably right here. And now where is my railing system? Up there. So we could probably just go straight up. Why the heck not? We are gonna set up a storage bin or something. Let's maybe do that first. A conveyor loader. Can be out of iron, that should be fine, and then we are gonna load that up there. We also want to make sure we bring along the power, all the power. My ration boxes are already in place, so I think what I'm gonna do is copy over the settings and just apply them here. Everything can move over there right now. This also means we're not gonna need those anytime soon. Can I actually copy the settings for my kitchen? I would like to do that as well. Apply this here, and look at that, it actually works. That's nice. That means we're also gonna copy the settings from the egg extractor and add it right there. There we go. Copy settings from the fridge and bring them over here. Wonderful. And now we can decommission everything. Hopefully I'm not doing this too quickly. I might actually come to regret this at some point. Okay then, another thing I would like to do is get rid of the doors upstairs and get rid of the doors right here in order to replace them with normal walls, and then we also need to give them a transit tube access somehow. We also want to replace this, that, and that. That should definitely not be an airflow tile. And I think what I'm gonna do is sacrifice one of my incubators in order to enter here through the transit tube. So this should be transit tube, and then hopefully I can place my axis here. This is not going to work, is it? That is kind of unfortunate. So we might have to remove 2 of these incubators. However, they are not too important in my opinion, since I feel like we have everything under control at this point. So transit tube axis is gonna go right there, and all that means is I'm also gonna need some power that we can already establish. Maybe at this point bring it down, and then if possible we're gonna replace this tile right there. So as soon as I have that in place, I can also get rid of my other doors. That should be no problem. I don't want people to actually get through there anymore, or for gases to exchange themselves. Just stay inside, stick there. Oh no, I think we lost a bunch. Yeah, what you gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna destroy you all. There we go. Transit tube access is already ready. I believe we can safely remove this door and this door here as well. My people are now eagerly killing those guys, which is good. That is going to result in some more barbecue and calories for us. Getting rid of the door, that's good. So we can close this off and close that off. Wonderful. Good. With that out of the way, this system is contained. I'm gonna leave the molecular forge right here for a little while. We have the water to cool it down at this point. This is a contained system. I'm happy about that. So now it's time to move the functionality. Rock crusher, I believe, can already go. Same thing with the exosuit forge. Same thing with the kilns. Also don't need those planter boxes anymore. There's just a teensy tiny bit of gases left. I think soon enough we will be able to engage this all. Let's go ahead and copy over the settings for my cooking station. Actually, I already did that. Yeah, right. That means what we want to do actually is remove the cooking station. Come on! There we go, thank you. Also deconstruct that, deconstruct the egg crusher thingamabob and the grill. Now I have some automation wire hooked up here, doesn't matter, we can just get rid of it. And another thing we can get rid of is all of this piping, or the railing I should say. And what's going on? Something got stuck here. Never mind, let's just go ahead and remove it. Come on guys, you can do this quicker. Just get rid of all the gases please. Exosuit forge is still gonna require some power. We can grab that from here. And this is still gonna allow us to place 1 or 2 more machines. Naturally, we are experiencing a little bit of overheat damage, but that is gonna stop very soon. As a matter of fact, I'm actually gonna stop it right now. Let's deconstruct this and we're gonna replace those tiles here with airflow tiles. And this is gonna make this room fill up with carbon dioxide as well as oxygen. And since we already have the cooling system in place from where the oxygen is coming, this is not going to be a problem for us. So I just have to make sure this is actually happening quickly, and please somebody take apart this pump also quickly. That would be great. Somebody replace those tiles. Jeez, this needs to go quick. There we go. Okay, now we should flood this room with precious air. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's still pretty hot here at the moment. I mean, this should exchange gases much quicker, right? We have like 2 kilograms of pressure here. I don't understand why this is taking so long. But yeah, you can see the large power transformer is now cooling down again, and we are even below the overheat temperature, so that is fine. Lola is still cooking here, that is fine as well. And we are gonna pick everything up, right? And bring it over. No, actually not everything. Let's go ahead and do this right. We want to pick up everything that is edible at this point. Yeah, that makes more sense. So now we're picking up the frost buns, omelets, some barbecue, fried mushroom, and you are overheating because I built it out of lead, like an idiot. I mean, we could do iron, no problem. Let's do iron. Time to remove the piping, and I believe we are done with this transition. So eventually this is gonna be part of my base, and we should all be good. Oh wait, new printables. Let's get some more eggs. Can always use the omelets. Let's see, this kiln can go, this ladder can go, that can go. Actually, let's also remove this bed. I'm gonna keep those beds in here. I'm seldomly using them, but you know, sometimes good to have them handy. The research stations, as I mentioned, we're gonna need those anymore. We can deconstruct them. I wanted to keep them for nostalgia, but let's be honest. Okay, and with that out of the way, I believe what I could do now is just let the game run and nothing bad would happen. At least that's what I'm assuming, but could be wrong about that. Okay, I finished the job by giving everyone a couple of sweep commands in order to clean this mess up. But look at this. I mean, it still looks kind of crazy with the FPS, but it is noticeably better, I have to say. We are practically done sweeping up most of the stuff that I wanted to sweep up. There's a little something left here that they still have to do. But yeah, feeling good. I'm probably gonna observe this for a little bit in order to determine whether or not we still have to do something. Yeah, look at that. The failsafe for my oil actually kicked in. No more oil is getting through at this point, and that is because we accumulated more than enough sour gas. What we still could do is let in a little bit more steam in here. I think that is one thing I still have to do, and we can easily accomplish that. We already done it a couple of times. So I'm just gonna keep filling up a little bit of water into the steam room so we can increase the capacity. I believe that's what we desperately need. This temperature needs to go up much slower. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. The system can kick in again, which means we can cool down the supercoolant here at the bottom, and the system is gonna work much better. However, I still don't want to exaggerate it, so maybe right now let's go ahead and cut this up again. Alright, I think with that out of the way, we can actually save the game at this point, and that's where I'm gonna leave it be with the save file. That's what I'm gonna provide to you. Before I actually dive into the DLC, I'm gonna give it a couple of days after it is released, because I heard a lot of feedback that they don't really want to watch the new DLC before they tried it out themselves. So I can totally understand and respect that. And this will give me slightly more time to come up with a good plan for what I want to do with it. Pretty cool. I'm actually really happy with all of the accomplishments we made in this series. And now I believe it's time for a little bit of mayhem. You know what? I'm actually going to wait for my rocket to return. It should return very soon. Yeah, in just a bit over a cycle, it's going to come back. Yeah, that's actually looking really good. Everyone is helping where they should. At this point, I'm pretty confident about the results. We're also gaining more and more food again. I just noticed there is a lot of material hanging out here. I think I'm gonna deconstruct these tiles in order to make this a bit quicker. Come on. There we go. Now this is all dropping in there. We can actually get rid of these 2 layers here as well. I'm gonna keep my bottle empty in place though. Wait a second. Did my rocket return? Okay, I did not even realize my rocket returned. Whoever is in there. Bubbles, you can get out. You know the drill. You know where the toilets are. Great, with that out of the way, we actually did it. I'm just gonna give one last sweep command for the mess we made here. And then I guess it's time for a save game. And that's the save game I'm gonna link in the description. Now to wrap up the video, let's actually have some fun. The goal is basically to kill all the duplicants. We, for instance, have the option of flooding them with millions of kilograms of water. Furthermore, we have the option to create an awful lot of steam. And I believe the best way to test this out is just by deconstructing these tiles. Otto is actually the lucky winner. Oh, there we go. It's happening. Wow, this was creating steam quite quickly. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. My transit tubes are not going to be happy about 1000 degrees steam. Well, actually, for the most part, it's not that high, but there are some pieces of sour gas over 1000 degrees. You know, that will probably be the easier way to purify everything. Very good. I wonder how long this is going to take to get rid of the entire pool and what's going to happen with the steam. Let's actually not stop there. I'm going to remove a couple more things here, and we can probably also get rid of that to help things out a bit. The steam is definitely expanding. It is still fighting against being condensed right away, but of course that is eventually gonna stop. I mean, there is a lot of geothermal power in this magma still. The first transit tubes are being touched. You know, while we wait for this to happen, let's also open up our water storage here. And this time I'm actually gonna open up the entirety of the wall here, so we can see this entire thing being flooded. It's gonna drop down. Maybe it's not going to be that spectacular again. Let's maybe go ahead and prepare this a little bit. I just want to open up everything here in order for the water to have a way to expand. Then we probably also want to get rid of that and that. Oh, you guys are going to be in for a rude awakening. Looks like we even managed to trap Otto, but he's going to be fine. You know, as soon as the water comes, he can just swim out. Oh no, he managed to free himself. Okay, well, never mind. They're actually now eating in their suits because they managed to come in from this side. Well, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Let's have a look at the bottom. Steam is slowly expanding. It does take a while. So maybe we didn't have enough water to make this a real challenge down there. Looks like we need a ladder to actually reach this. Scalding. Who's scalding again? Ari, of course. He didn't get a spacesuit. Guys, are we gonna manage to kill off everyone? I wonder. I mean, everyone is scalding at the moment. It's gonna be pretty annoying. Just for a little while, I guess. Oh, did you see that? Somebody just dropped down there. It's Ari again. Guy? Dying. Oh, he's actually dying. Oh, I've never had that. Ari is incapacitated because... Was that because of the fall? Or because he was scalding so much? I love this game. Incapacitated. So Ari is truly the first one to go. You know, Bubbles is gonna hate me that I waited for her to come back to start this. Suffocating? Who's suffocating? Ari again. Come on, Ari, die already. Anyways, did we open up the water? No. Please somebody take care of these insulated tiles, and then you can take apart these as well. As a matter of fact, take apart everything here. And do the same thing with this guy as well. Yeah, naturally I messed them up a little bit by opening up the sidewall here, but I kind of wanted the water to flood out this side as well. Just destroy everything in its path. There we go. Okay, it is happening. There's something so satisfying about destroying 1753 cycles of work. Oh, of course, I almost forgot. We get tons of pressure damage again, so most of these walls are gonna break on their own anyways. But we will come back to this and see how it develops in... Oh, look at that. The steam now substantially expanded. You know what? We could also use some sour gas in the joint. Why the heck not? Let's open this up and let's open everything up here. We're also gonna let in some water from this side, I guess. Yeah, we don't need that and that anymore. This can all go up in flames and maybe we manage to kill somebody else this way. Actually, this and that needs to go as well. I want to steam everything up. There should be no water left at the bottom, or no liquids, I should say. We have someone else scalding. Ari seems to be alive still. How is this even possible? Somebody assigned Ari to the trash cart. I don't want that. No healing allowed. We have Meep actually incapacitated. All right, we managed to do it. He's got a heat stroke now. And he's suffocating as well. Well, in my opinion, you guys deserved it. You weren't always behaving right. And there we go. We also have the water flowing in here. This is actually fairly low temperature still. Duplicants have died. Meep, the operator, is actually the first to go. All right. 13 more. You know, I wonder if we could convince somebody to dig a little bit under here. I think that would really help. Make this like a really high priority. Okay, let's have a look upstairs again. Okay, we broke out. Look at this. This is just crazy how much liquid we had in here. And it's gonna help us to clean out the magma biome. But I think we're gonna run out of liquid first. Yeah, this is filling up with water pretty good, I have to admit. I was hoping to flood a bunch more bedrooms, but what you gonna do? I mean, this is crazy. We still have 12,000 kilograms of water in each of these tiles. And somebody made a mess. Oh no, Toby. How could you? I'm really surprised the steam doesn't get hotter at this point. Oh no, my weight plate is broken. That is bad. Now the system isn't gonna function anymore. I think I know my thumbnail, actually. There we go. We have finally somebody taking No, Ellie, why did you go? And why are you making messes, guys? Everything is fine. I think what we should do is speed this up a little bit by making another access point to the lava. The steam is definitely going through my base at this point. Oh my gosh, and this is just filling up with more and more water. Look at how much water we had stored. This is just insane. Yeah, I should definitely do that more often. I'm so glad this actually didn't happen on its own. Otherwise, I would have been screwed. There we go. We managed to break through. This person, Ellie, has light wounds, is mourning, a soiled suit, and is hungry. And like for the second time in this playthrough, we have high stress. We have another one incapacitated. That is good. Hassan, of course, he had no suit. Your fault, I would say. I mean, I didn't take away their suits yet. Or actually did I? Maybe everything is flooding at this point. Yeah, the suits might be a little bit flooded. Okay. Actually, maybe it was my fault. Oh, another duplicant has died. Hassan, rest in peace. You're not gonna be missed. I'm gonna allow myself to make yet a third access point. That should be fine. And the steam is gonna distribute even better. And the water is still dropping down. How much water do we have left here? Still over 1,000 kilograms, sometimes 5,000 kilograms. There's actually still water pressure going up towards the top. I mean, not even gravity can deal with that. We have another one incapacitated. Max? Wait. Right here, Max. He's actually also suffocating. I just love the clay animations, I have to say. The FPS, by the way, didn't get better because of that. Considering everything is dropping down at the moment, we still have a lot of water to go through. So these cavities here are really important, guys. You have to make more access points. Max has actually officially died now. We're down to 11 dupes. We don't have much time. Turner is incapacitated now as well. And it's always the same mistake. They didn't take a suit. Turner has officially died as well. It basically comes down to who still has a suit. Thank you, Ellie. Well, I have to say, Ellie did not do a bad job in the apocalypse so far. Definitely still a lot of water to go through. Holy cow. Wow, this is just, it's not stopping. It just keeps on expanding. Camille! Oh, I totally forgot about her. She is suffocating. Well, let's maybe give her a chance. We can open this up. I mean, she's got nothing better to do right now. Actually, she's doing pretty bad at this point. Just run out. Look at that. She's actually breathing. What are you breathing? Polluted oxygen. But yeah, she's gonna be dead very soon. And look at this, there's still pressure damage going up towards the top. This is just absolute insanity. How about the steam? Steam is also still expanding. Oh, Lola is lashing out. That never happened in this playthrough. They're just crying and vomiting all over the place. And Lola is trashing the cooking station. Oh no, you guys, why did you remove this tile? That was absolutely unnecessary. I mean, you have to get out there. Otherwise, you're not gonna survive this. Okay, I guess at this point, I'm just gonna give them another way to get out there. Ah, I get it. This is like the only place left where we have breathable air. Another one is suffocating. It's Camille again. No, she caught her breath. It's all good, guys. The Duplicants are actually doing better than I anticipated. And we are still accumulating more water. I mean, just imagine how quickly this must have accumulated for it to actually distribute this way. We have 2 people stress vomiting. Someone is suffocating still. Okay, time to deconstruct a couple more things. I need immediate access to the terrain down here. I'm just gonna keep on building a couple of ladders. Ah, man, freaking safe. Wow, check this out. I've never thought water would be doing that. I mean, what about gravity? This is an absolute mess. Some of that water is actually gonna disappear into space. I did not think that would happen when I opened up Pandora's box there. You know, considering we have to get rid of this entire water, I think we're just gonna take apart this lower level and then everything is hopefully gonna go a little bit faster. I dug myself a little tunnel in here, but it's not quite as efficient as I would have liked. So I think at this point what we have to do is just keep on digging a little bit. This might actually kill off somebody. Uh-oh, this is not good. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh no, I actually missed the dropping of the water. That was probably it. I'm sorry, I missed it. We now have all 10 remaining duplicants at a high stress level. I'm not sure why they are complaining at this point. Can you imagine we had all this water in just 4 tiles? Absolutely insane. You know what? This might take a little bit longer than I anticipated. However, the steam has already reached our old base. So at least some progress there. Alright guys, at this point, unfortunately, I have to end it. It is just crashing the game all the time. This is like the 3rd time the game has completely crashed on me and I cannot do anything about it. It's probably because I'm going with a too fast speed. But yeah, you can be my guest to complete this scenario with the save game that I provided. Hopefully, oh yeah, look at that. I actually got knocked back a lot. Time is barely passing at the moment because we are lagging behind a lot. But yeah, you get the basic gist. I do believe we actually have enough water in order to take care of the entirety of the lava. I'm not so sure. I might experiment with that off camera a little bit, but you know, just be my guest to test it yourself. But without any further ado, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this series and I hope I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Don't forget to stay tuned for that. With that out of the way, have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.